Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. And they're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Hey, 180. 52. Here we go.
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, they run with Michel. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jordan Willis in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Regular.
Mayfield now from the 50. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Able to power through. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Green 18. I'm coming for you, son. 26. 59 mark. 5. Pick it up.
Rodgers now on first down. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Hey, team 6. Here I come again. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. 53. Over.
Rodgers now on first down. It got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Come on, fellas.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. March 59. March 59. Yeah. You don't want none.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. To try again after the sack. Rodgers, and nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Hey, back up. 53 is the mic. Hey, watch the ball.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the 1st down marker. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a 1st down. It's 4th. And Bullock will put this one through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Baker Mayfield, in all likelihood, is going to be seeing a lot of these Cincinnati Bengals in the coming years, twice this season. And he got off to a great start last year as a rookie against Cincinnati. 7 touchdown passes, no interceptions, and 2 wins. Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. Room here to run. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big-time run there by Sony Michel. Give him 42 yards on the ground.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the gun, Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Rodgers going to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
50. Hey, wahoo! Check 53. Jim. I'm coming. 53 the mic.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got his man, Boyd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines, and this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 42-yard line.
Sweet 19. Here we go, Miles. 59. Hey, orbit. Boom. Watch the pass. Mike 5-9.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. He sets to fire deep, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Check Mike 50. Let's go, D. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming.
Now Mayfield. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the toss, here's Michel. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
On 2nd down, Michel. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Mayfield over the middle to Beckham. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 11th touchdown of the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. A gain of 32 that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Hines, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Hey, next guy.
On 2nd and 12. Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Hines. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. 50, Mike, 50. Hey, exit. Here we go, 50, 50. Mike, 50. Bandit. Pistol. Mike, 50, Mike, 50.
Mayfield on 1st down. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Mayfield to throw it out to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
I got you. Run. You're all mine.
Hey, Alpha.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. Michelle, they toss it out right to him. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Check right. Man left.
Mayfield now. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Box it. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Hey, Haywood. Throw it.
To throw is Rodgers. Going to throw again. Airing this one out for Evans. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Draw play. This is Hines. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Get 300. Hey, box truck.
Mike.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Here's Hines. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, high 7.
Get in the weight room.
Run.
Mike. 59 Mike.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Sony Michel with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And that will put them on top here in the third. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go,
and he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Get ready.
Hey, check 26. Hey, seam 6. Look at this.
Rodgers now to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Move.
Hey, Delta.
We got 3. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Come on.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Spinning past him.
Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10.
On
1st down, Michelle, and the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
180! 52 right here. 52. I got you. Watch the ship. Hey.
From the 38, Mayfield. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
180! I'm coming! Alert! Hey, Mike 52! Come on! Go!
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Hey, 88! Watch the screen!
59 mark, check.
Rodgers now to throw again. Evans has it left side. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Mike Evans, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
They're going to try and run. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
And they did. It worked. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Real. Regular.
To throw, Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On second down, Michelle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a third down.
Set. 180.
Nice, sweetheart.
Real.
50's the mic. 50's the mic. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Here's Mayfield. He's got Njoku over the middle. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 41-yard line.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. They'll run on first down. Michelle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
On first and 10, Mayfield. This will be caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. It'll be first and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Baker Mayfield, as a rookie, 3 times he led the Browns back to victory in the fourth quarter. What can he do here in year number 2? From the gun, Mayfield eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
52, Mike 52. Watch the curl.
To throw again on second down. Mayfield. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4th. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he takes it all the way, but there is laundry on the field. A flag is down, and I think this one's coming back.
I agree.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on first and 10. They run with Hines. And an alley to run. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Nyheim Hines, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
You got nothing. Point it right.
Throwing, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Watch the car.
Pistol.
Mayfield looks to throw. He finds Beckham complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a toss, left side, Michel. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Set, 20. 52. Yeah.
They're going to look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Hey, alert!
March 50. Try to do better. Come on, QB, come on. 50's the mark.
Now Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Alabama man, Drake Kirkpatrick. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position.
18.
Mike the 59. Here we go.
Hey, Mike. Hey, whoa.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play there for Cincinnati. 45 yards. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Second and goal from the 1. With a keeper, and he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have, as they get him behind the line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try to run with Hines, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Nyheim Hines, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 41. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Mayfield. And Callaway taking it in left side. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
On second down, Mayfield again. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 38-yard line. Mayfield on first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
23 yards, the final tally. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Kaiser White. It's a foot race. He's at the 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The big boy's big dream right there. He got to rumble and stumble all the way for 6.
Nothing like big man with football, is there? I mean, that brings people onto their feet every single time. And his dream was answered on that one, wasn't it? It was realized. He picks it off. It takes it to the end zone.
Bullock good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen!
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Mayfield on the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bengals, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.